have Samir, and I'm here today with Debra Antany from Love and Hip Hop and Power Mogul. It's so great to meet you.
You too.
With you, you have so many different things. Can you just please a little bit about what your different projects are?
So one is, I have Mizay Music Group.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the Mizay Management. I have the production. I'm also with Cobalt. I'm a publisher with Cobalt.
Wow.
I have B100 Radio.
Yes.
That I love. That became my baby for the independent artists.
Right.
Because everybody's always, I need a manager, I need a manager.
Yeah.
You need a manager, you don't have a career. If you don't have a career, you don't need a manager.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta really understand this.
I still don't have a manager.
Yeah, you have to have, in order for you to have a manager, you need to have a career. You have to work it to yourself. You can't want me to work with you and want me to do all the work.
Exactly what you said. They want a manager to get them a career. You have to have something tangible that you as a manager can come in and be like, okay, you've done this. It shows you what they're capable of doing on their own and how hungry they are.
But see, as a manager, you will bust your for that individual, seeing what they do, and you see they grind, that makes you go in your heart. See, with me, that makes me do a whole lot of stuff. Don't make me sign you and now all of the motivation you had in you to go out and do all these different things that now you want me to do everything for you. Not. You're wrong. I'm only as good as you are. And if you're no good, then I'm not going to be any good.
You can never lose the hunger though.
And guess what else? You stay as hungry as the first day.
Yes.
You stay as hungry as the first day. Okay? But I can only be as good as you are. And if you can't do it, then I'm not going to do it. You motivate me. If you go 10 steps, I'm going to take us 30.
Yes.
I'll take us to the promised land. I don't have a problem with that. I'm going to fight the money.
You're not going to carry. You're not going to carry. You'll take her there. Take her. You're not going to carry her.
But you're not going to drop that dead weight on me.
No.
That can't happen.
That happens to you here and there?
Listen to me. It happens all the time. This is what I tell people. The one thing that I don't do, I never brag about the people I work with. I never even put them in my conversations. Other people will say something about them. But I don't do that. I don't do that to make you like who I am, to tell you.
It's called the humble brag.
Oh, I got John Doe. You had John Doe? Oh, I got Mary Jane too. You really do? Yeah, I have all of it. I don't do that.
No.
I don't name drop. I don't say, because guess what? In case they don't know, I'm going to let you know. I can't do for you what I did for her.
That's right.
Or what I did for him. I can only do what you allow me to do. And that's what people get a misconception. When they be all on my social media, oh, I tried to hit you, or you think you're too good, oh, what happened? Why didn't you hit me back? Oh, you can't hit me back? What reason am I going to hit you back? Do you think I can sit there? Unfortunately, I might be on my social media a lot and do different things.
It's your social media, it's not business page,
and it's like, I don't have time to talk. I can't talk to everybody. Although I have my days that I might go back a couple of days later, something touched me, and I'll start hitting them because I got some free time that night. And sometimes I just go through and I just start hitting people left and right. Or I sporadically go through the pages and I start pulling people. Something sits out there on me. But every time a woman hits, it's always, and I know my sincere ones to the ones that I've been tricked a couple of times. But I just want you to know that I got some music that I am that next one. I am better than blank blank, because they bring her up and everything. And I'm just like, click, click. I can't do that. I can't do it.
What you, like for example, what you just said, say that you work with John Doe, and if you tell me that, you wouldn't, but say that when I hear people say, oh, I do X, I do Y, I do Z, but you know what does that have to do with me? Because I could be sitting next to a successful, multimillionaire, talented, successful, that's his life.
Let's talk about that.
That's not me.
That's not you.
I would like that, but just because you are affiliated with that person doesn't make you that person.
Do you see me anywhere in this person? Do you see me being capable of going down that path? Yes, everybody's capable of it. But it's you are capable of it, and where are you going to really take this?
I just think you have this aura about you that women can learn from, and part of the thing about reality television is I think women do themselves a disservice by behaving like less than what they could be.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't know everything.
Right.
Okay? And I have my issues.
Right.
Like every other woman has issues.
Yeah.
Okay? But I'm not going to compromise who I am. The integrity of me means a lot.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that it's also, reality TV for women has also become the new welfare.
Oh, explain that.
Okay? So here's where you get a group of women, a lot of them, okay? You got some professional women on there because it's a separation.
Yes.
It's like you're rich, you're middle class,
and
you're poor.
nothing to lose. That needs to change.
Let me talk about love and hip hop, okay? Because the one thing that I always get very, very upset about, you know, people are throwing women under the bus. They'll have so much stuff to say about love and hip hop.
Right.
They don't set you up. You set yourself up.
They don't make you do it.
They don't make you do this. When you come in and you do the interview, you tell about you. Yeah. You're only going in your situation.
Right.
So why are you blaming this on somebody else when everybody come in and criticize you?
Right.
And the one thing about television, it tells lies to your vision.
Right.
So everything on there is not real.
Right.
Half of the people ain't real with the stuff that they do.
Right.
But who are these people to say that it's not there?
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it gives them an opportunity to take care of their family.
Right.
To collect more than minimum wages.
Right.
They're not collecting $7 or $5 an hour or whatever the minimum wage thing is now. They're not collecting that. They're getting more money.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? And a little popularity.
You're talking about no one makes you do anything. That is true. But people do turn up a little extra when they know the cameras are on. They shout a little louder. They get a little bit more angry. I think that if everybody looks at it as a platform, do more, then we all come at it very differently.
This is the one thing with me. You cannot hold a person responsible for something they have no knowledge of.
Yes.
If they're not taught these things, then they don't know these things. The one thing about reality TV, the vast majority of them don't have management. Yeah. They don't have people going in speaking in their behalf. Yeah. Half of them don't even want to get a lawyer.
And they're so eager to be on TV, they'll do whatever.
They'll do whatever.
Yeah, like they'll get that contract and they'll be like, I'm signing it. I'm not going to pay for a lawyer. I'm getting it. So.
But they're not going to pay for the lawyer because guess what else comes in? Greed sits in.
Yeah.
The greed comes in that I'm not paying you this money to make sure that my life is straight and to make sure that I can continue to collect and continue to do these things. I need to keep all of this.
Yeah.
And that's because they're not used to nothing. Some people.
Oh, yeah, it's like the law. So they feel it's all going to go away.
So let's clarify some things. I'd like to throw this out there too. But don't apply and let it fly. Okay?
If it's not my business.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. But don't hit on it if it doesn't apply to you. But it is what it is. It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse because the curse in me, you don't know what it's going to come off as to the public. Because there's editing. I know they don't like us to talk about that, but you know,
it's real.
There's editing. It happens. I mean, no one's going to edit you throwing a drink in someone's face. You did that, not you, but I'm saying a person does that. But editing is one thing that you have no control of.
You do not know day to day what an individual is going through. You know, one of the hardest things, period, and it's for anybody that's on the other side of the camera, the life that we have to live, period.
Yeah.
Always fingers pointed, always judging. They know more about your life than you know when you're in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll be like, where was I?
You don't become human anymore. You become like a topic of conversation.
That's why I don't like the internet, really.
Yeah. If you take the time to write something, why can't it be something good? Why can't it add to the good?
Why did you write under somebody something that... See, for me, I got you.
Yeah.
Because if you took that much time, even if it's negative, it was positive to me.
It means you affected them. Yes.
And so it's still good.
I know.
Good.
And these things is... How many positive, and then you get that one nasty one and you can't get it out of your head, and you know, what do you do? Like,
it irritates. Sometimes, like a lot of times when people write, I go visit them. I go to their pages.
Okay, yeah, you see
and I scroll their pages and I see what is going on with this individual.
Because a lot of times they're hating on everything, right?
But most of the time, they have 1,800 people that they're following.
3 followers.
And they have Three, you're right.
Yeah,
3 followers, not more than 5 followers.
Yeah.
So you already know this is fictitious and this is your hate page right here.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And that's fine. If that's what turns you on, bless your heart.
They do have something to say that's negative, that you've affected them enough for them to write about it.
Listen to me. One thing that I was taught in this business, and people don't talk about you, then ain't nothing going on with you.
There is one thing I don't like though. I don't like when they make nasty comments about females' appearances. I consider that bullying. I really do.
Well, it is bullying. It is a form of bullying because you're not outright coming to an individual and saying something. You don't have to be malicious.
Yeah.
And then, let me tell you something about another thing. That in my going to knock on somebody, just some people are just coming in.
Yeah. Okay? Sometimes you have to.
You just got to come on in.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are private too, because you know why they're private. But then when I go to their page and I see them, and it's like, are you really serious that you talking to somebody? When the last time did you see the man in the mirror?
I know, and this is the thing. You're exactly right. They're usually coming from pages of people that have no room to talk. You know, criticize something relevant, not what I'm wearing.
You know, it's funny that you say that. Just because I'm on television, you don't know my story. But that's the ignorance. You see, it's the ignorance of people. They don't know. If you do, later for the love and hip hop, the television, music stuff, I've been doing charity all my life. That's really how I came into music. Charity.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's my love.
I didn't know
Let me explain something. I can stop doing everything I'm doing today and do nothing but charity work with women and children. You have no idea how happy that makes me, how good that makes me feel. That's all I want to do. I truly love people, and I truly love women. I love them.
Mothers and children. That's what the world's about.
Like, we're all not made up of the same cloth. That's the beautiful thing about us.
But that's why there's something that you are going to be good at that I couldn't do.
My point exactly. And that's why women have to come together.
The worst thing anything could ever tell me is that a man said to me, or anyone, not just a man, that you only are here because of me. No, I'm standing here because of me.
I learned that early on.
You did.
I learned that very early on, and I had an experience like that. And that was the first and last day.
Yes. Tell me. Can you tell me about it?
So it's like God bless the child that has his own. So I'll never forget that when I was leaving, he went into the closet and I had this jean suit, man, it's like the window pane jeans, and he threw that at me and he said, this is what you came with, this is what you'll leave with. And even to the point of my personal items, he said, I'll pay for that. So I looked at my mother, because my mother came to get me, and I looked at my mother and I said, I will never ever go through this again. I will not be you. I will never become dependent upon a man in my life.
Amen.
So I've always wanted children. I wanted 15 kids in my life. And I didn't care about 15 kids, about 15 different men. I wanted the children. It wasn't about the men, I wanted the children. I had such a thing that I went through because one, I watched the women in my family be beat. I watched my mother be beat. I watched the things that she went through. That's not the life that I wanted. Today, I'm happy to say that I have a man in my life that I love to death. Like, and it's different.
And when did you meet him?
Oh my God, we've been together now. We're almost getting to the year now.
1 year? See, you know why I like hearing stories like that? Because I always feel like so many women feel like they've missed out, like it's too late for them.
I did. Let me tell you this. In my mind, like before I met him, I was already in my mind.
Were you ready
to be by myself for the rest of my life?
You were the other way,
Like, I wasn't looking for him. And he wasn't looking for me. So it was really weird that two people forever today not being in relationships, and he was like me. He was a single father and he raised his children. So he sacrificed his life for his kids. So here, two people, we join forces together. It's the hardest thing. We cling and clash because I'm used to being the head of the household. And I run the show. that now to have a man that's not intimidated, that's not anything, and that could do for me, and don't need nothing that I have, it's like,
okay.
This is weird.
How do you handle that? Because I can relate to what you're talking about.
Oh, I can imagine it's very hard for you because of the position that you're in.
Yeah, I can relate.
And for a lot of women, it's very, very hard for us. But you have to find people secure. You know what he said to me?
What?
And I don't forget this. He said, Miss Antony, you deserve me like I deserve you.
I love that.
He said, you deserve me like I deserve you.
I love that.
When he said that to me, it just melted, it just everything. He said, I only want to know about this day moving forward.
I like that. Why bring up the past?
Yeah, he says, don't sit up here and tell me, it's things you need to know.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. I only want to know now, moving forward. Whatever happened, it happened then. It's not going to kill me. Is it going to kill me? Is it going to hurt me to it?
It's not going to help either.
Right. So he said, we start our day. This is our life. This is our story now. We tell our story going forward.
This is a good man. I like this guy.
Let me explain something to you. I love him.
He's blushing.
Oh God, do I ever love him? And it's so crazy because he knows how to handle me. And that's another thing that really...
respect that.
I fear him. It's a difference. I have a different kind of fear. I have a fear of respect for him. I don't respect men very much. Okay? It's not a lot of them that I respect, but also I came up going through a lot of things, and you know when all those things start happening in your life and all these other things.
When you see some example of bad men doing bad things to the women in your life, how can you?
And when you've had bad things happen to you, then it leaves you different.
Yeah.
But when we had so much in common, because you know I wanted to be a nun.
No.
When I was young, I really did want to be a nun.
Well, you kind of doing the work.
But when my virginity was taken from me, I never felt like I was like worthy of going there. And he wanted to be a pastor before when he was younger. So it was really, really weird. Like we have a lot of things in common. And that's my soulmate. So I believe that God took me this far. It's no mistakes. It's nothing. Everything that happened was supposed to happen to build me up, to get me to the point of where I'm in now, so that I can become that woman.
See, that's so meaningful. Like I'm gonna get emotional because I understand. Like I'm on this end of it. I've sacrificed so much to be here. Time with my family. Getting married. I was proposed to. I said no because I wanted to be a career woman. And I think God saved me too because I was a different girl back then. And now I'm here and I have what I have and I'm still working. I don't stop working. I'm going to be on the computer till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. But sometimes I think, did I miss out on all that? But
see, let's stop. Let's stop.
Okay.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You've already just started regretting.
Yeah, but it happens. No, you're 99% of the time.
You can't do it.
Okay.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe I stopped doing everything. I can't believe I did this just for this.
Yeah.
And the time is going and I can't get that back.
You know?
We all do that.
Yeah.
But you have to live for the moment.
Right.
And he's teaching me that.
Right.
And he said, he came all the way from Alabama to Georgia for like 10, 15 minutes to see me. He said, I had to get on the road, I had to come see you, because if I didn't, I felt the sign I'd never see you again.
Wow.
So even if it meant for 15 minutes, enjoy this 15 minutes.
Did you guys have that instant, I believe in that.
And it was like that.
I believe in that.
We didn't, I think it was really crazy because we were just having a regular conversation.
And there's just something.
And there was just something that clicked there that was like,
I believe
what the hell? I was like, but I said, damn, maybe I'm going through this because I ain't been with nobody for so long. And but he wasn't like that. He didn't want to do no bedroom. He didn't want none of it. He's so weird. He is so woman. Okay, he's 100% man, but he is so woman, his mental and his thinking of stuff like this. So I had to go out, and I had to do something at the strip club, and I had to go there, and he said, I don't never want to look at another naked woman. The only woman I want to see is you.
Wow.
Don't ever invite me into stuff like that.
Wow, I like
so
that.
So the temptation, the temptation of the, this man has hit me with so many things that I'm learning all over.
But you're learning another lesson that you thought.
Listen to me, sweetheart. I'm learning how to date again I forgot how to date.
Well, you just
I
said,
forgot a lot of things.
Well, you just said a couple minutes ago about you had it in your head that you would spend the rest of your life. Okay, I feel that way. And I'm okay with it. Like, I look at it like, if God is willing me to be with someone, it's going to happen. I don't need to go on online dating. I don't need to do this. It will happen.
He will make it, he will bring it to you. And I so believe that's what he did, because I said, if it is your will,
right,
then let it be done.
If it's your will.
That's it.
I do believe, though, for me, that there are things I need to accomplish before that happens. I have this gut, you in your gut, that when the time comes, I will be ready for it. And
you have to know exactly. Like, there's a lot of things in my life that I'm going through, right? And my change, I'm going through some hard times, getting ready for some new.
Yes.
It's really, really weird. But God put me through some things to stop some things in my life, because I needed to be obedient for me, and I need to stop. And I need to be a woman. I need to play the role of a woman.
We forget that sometimes, because we spend so much time being the breadwinner, being this, that, the other, career.
God.
I'm a girl. I would just like to be a girl sometimes, be a woman, be treated that way. And men forget how to be men.
Insecurities.
Yeah.
The insecurities that they have within themselves. Taking on a man is like taking the responsibility of a child anyway.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you have to do all these other things. But see, that's another thing that was really good. He cleans, he cooks, he does all of that stuff.
Can we clone him, please? But let me tell you, it's good that do you think sometimes, like, God made you wait, and this is why, because he had something prepared for you.
And he did. At first, I was almost ready to give it up.
Right.
Because I was like, I can't deal with this. I felt like a man felt. Yeah. Because my kids are grown. He started having children late.
Yeah.
And so there were still kids there, and it's like, there we are. But it's kids. But you know what? That was one of the things I loved about. How dare you now turn around and you want to flip on him because of something like that? That is a spending of a lifetime. That if I become disobedient, so what God did is he shut some things down in my life for a minute. To make me have to appreciate it. And I noticed that. I know that. I became obedient and I bowed down. It's something I don't do with no one.
Right.
I don't do that.
Right.
But I bow down. And I can say, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Teach me how to treat you.
That's
and I was not ashamed or scared to say that, because it's my favorite words. Like, I'm going to teach you how to treat me. But instead I said to him, you teach me how to treat you.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow this.
Right.
I need you to help me, to help you, to help me.
And that's probably,
and we helping each other.
But that's probably why it happened now. Because could you have been that wise about this and patient about this when you had met him 10, 15 years ago? Right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think my level of tolerance then, and then I wasn't even thinking about no man.
Yeah. So let's talk about I just want to talk a little bit about charities. Because it's something so dear to me. Could you just tell me what charities you're doing right now?
Okay, so the RIP, which is no reckless internet posting and no reckless intentions, period.
Love that.
So it's a two-part fall.
That's a really good story. Right. That's a really good story.
Mara's Village Home, which is my first son that passed away, and I built something up underneath him, and it's all about women and children. So, you know, I do the back to school.
Yeah.
This year is going to be very special to me. It's going to be the first time I'm doing something. April 25th at Phillips Arena. We're going to do with the game. I've been doing in Shuttle to Atlanta Dreams, because that's the basketball team of Atlanta. It's a women's basketball team. The most aggressivest players you ever want to see in your life. And I thank them because I learned basketball. I never watched basketball. I went to the Hawks games, but I went to all of the games just to, you know, you sit there and you mingle it. No, but you mingle it, because it's like when you go there, it's a socialite place that everybody is right there, and you get to meet and you do business.
Right.
But here, I sit down, I go through all these things. Well, April 25th, you know, and I'm speaking to Ludacris, like I want to get the Ludacris Foundation. I love that foundation. The best foundation in the world. Good. Okay, and there's a few other celebrities there, you know, T.I., Tiny, I want to talk to them. I want to talk to a few other people, and we can all come together to go in Phillips Arena, have the game, have a little mini concert, some little things going on, and then we give kids their book bags and their books. But the biggest thing that I want to do, the biggest thing, is reach out to the sneaker companies, because You have to have that. That's why a lot of kids, the first week of school is lost by children due to them not having proper shoes to go on their feet. So I want to do like sneakers and stuff like that, but it's the arena. Do you know how many kids we could fit in there? And I want to do fun things and have a lot of fun. I'm hoping I get some cotton candy people walking around with it, that they could just have fun. And then the Latadrians could work with them and hoop with them and go through all that stuff. They could see a game, but for the most part, then they can all go on.
And they can go to school feeling confident, and that translates into better grades, it translates into better colleges, it translates to better life.
There you go. I know we can't say the whole arena. We probably can't do the whole arena, but I want to put a dent in there.
I love it.
So I'm really reaching out to everybody that we backpack up a whole bunch of stuff. There's so many things that you would be surprised. Like you see these little things like this that you have here?
Yeah.
These things from the hotels, I collect.
I will give you bags of them.
Oh my God,
listen to me.
Listen to me. I do shoe boxes.
I'll send them to you.
Listen to me. I do shoe boxes and stuff like this.
You do?
And I give them to the homeless. I give them to children. Do you not understand how important this is to a lot of people?
I've donated those to women's shelters.
But you know the bad part about some of the people?
What?
You know, when I worked for the Department of Family and Children Services in Atlanta, people donated things there and the workers used to take them. So that's why when I created, my hands are on it. I don't give you. I'm there in it.
I would love to help you with something like that down the line.
Oh my God, listen.
I have so many samples. I can send them to you.
Listen to me.
We'd be happy
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Flood me out.
You got it.
Because this stuff here, I was looking at this. I said, oh my God, this is so cute. It's dove. The sensitivity of people's skin, that people don't understand that they can go these little perfume things they did. But this here is very, very good.
Yeah. I'm going to flood you with all of these samples. You got it.
And this is good that we can still put these in the kids' bags. And
they're good for kids. All of this stuff is great for kids. I have so much of this stuff. I'm happy to supply it with you. We get so much sent to us. Like, it's crazy. I get detergents, like little packets of like detergent. I will send you.
Do you know how important that is?
Yes.
If a person is homeless and they're out there, at least they have somewhere that they can wash it.
I always try and give it to people. Like, I'll give it to my doorman. I'll give it to my, this, that, the other. But we really get so much of it, and I'm happy to donate it.
Oh my God. I do shoe boxes.
Okay.
And we do shoe boxes, put a pair of socks in there. You know, for men, you just make a whole box up. And then we go out. I used to make my kids do that. I used to make my kids do that. They have to go out and go under the bridges, and we go out. It's a let me explain something to you.
That's amazing.
I met some powerful people under the bridge. I remember I met a judge, and he had a couch in the door. The couch that she left in the house, in the door, is all she left in the house when he came home.
Wow.
This man was so powerful. It's pathetic. Waka's wife found chefs. They were homeless. And she put them up in the hotel and started introducing them up to people and getting them on their feet. That feels good. You can't save everybody.
I like bringing charity back to grassroots because I'll go to charity event. Like what you're doing it's real. It's like your hands are in the dirt.
Oh, my hands is in it.
You know,
I don't care. You might come there, I'm dirty. They be like, "What you doing?"
What is your goal? Okay, what is your goal from having this platform on Love and Hip Hop, having this platform on your B100 radio show? You have a lot of social media followers. What do you want to do with it all that you haven't done already and you want to keep doing?
I want to have a female movement.
Yes, I love that.
That's the biggest thing I want. And in Georgia, I want a place in Georgia what they have in New York. I want to do a tier 2.
Okay.
I want a hotel that I can do for homeless women. See, in the state of Georgia is much different. Those women don't get assistance in paying their bills.
They don't?
No, they don't get that. And then also,
that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, they don't get assistance for that. Then also, I hate the way they just throw people on the street. There's a lot of things that they do there. So there's a lot of things that I only touch the surface. I still don't have enough people.
Yeah.
I don't have enough people on my platform to hear me yet. But I know that what I want to do is, one, I want to be a good wife. Because I'm getting married.
You are getting married? Wait, so, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we talked about it, and then we're going to really do this. So I'm going to get married.
Okay.
I want to be a good wife. But I still want to be a good servant.
Yes. What can you do that's good for the world?
And I think that coming together with a coalition of women that can get along.
And you know, you pick the right women, it will happen. You know, there's certain women that you meet that you can just tell, you get that feeling, and it will happen. You mark my words, it will happen.
And then the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
I don't want to set limitations on myself that, oh, this is the goal, this is what I want to do. I want to do everything.
You want to do it
so
all.
there's no telling where I might be at tomorrow and what I want to do the next day, and what I might stop tomorrow and pick up on the next.
But the main thread in all of this is to do good
To
and to
unify,
empower women.
yeah, I want to unify women.
And that's what I think is...
Then I think we'll get our households back.
Yeah.
I think that we will get our households back if you can control that part of it and start making people feel beautiful just who they are.
Yeah.
Just feeling good within yourself.
I
That's
know.
it.
And that's sort of why I feel like when I see what you're doing, especially on the television, you're giving another route for women to follow. It doesn't have to be nasty all the time. You can be successful and respected.
You know, I'm gonna feel sorry for them when they get older.
I know.
Oh my God, when they get older, start sagging and dropping and going through all
That's
that.
when they're gonna come see me again.
That brings your business up, right?
So I just want to thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I've learned so much about you. If I thought I loved you before, and I have to tell you on record, you got the stuff for your donations. I'm
so
all
much.
you, and for your role, if there's anything I can do to help you, I would love to.
Thank you so much.
So I'm so happy. This woman is an angel. Mwah. Wonderful.
I enjoyed this.
I'm so glad too.
Yeah.
I do want you to say one thing.
Okay. Hey, you're tuned in with GlamMir with Dr. Mir.
Thank you.